only. You know what that means for me. It's close. What's the early bird special, baby? Yeah. Um. Also, now my feet are nasty. I just got them dead. That's true. I got robbed.
Back now on EA Sports as we welcome you to Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we rejoin the action in quarter number 2.
Watching now, Barney! 47 Mike!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. Ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the second time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. Gano out to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And an alley to run. And now look at him go. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As his guys are in for 6.
Good job.
And the Eagles
Gale's
are
the
within an
rookie.
extra point of tying this thing up.
Oh my
I
goodness.
know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say
My
challenge
goodness.
it.
The rookie,
Kick
the
it to him.
rookie, the rookie. E-I-E-I-O. Hey, look, we might have let you keep number 20. Wow. Good block. Good block. There it is. Oh, look at there. He saw it. He saw the hole. Oh, good block right there. Who are you? Is that, yep, that's, Lane Johnson. E-I-E-I-O. Yeah. Oh, good job. Way to come back and get him, Russell Butler, number 34. Then it's off to the races. It's off to the races. Oh, good. That's another good block, Lane Johnson. Then that guy just did the rest. He just outran him. Good job, Gales, the rookie. The rookie.
The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Elliott good on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. That one good for a 91-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. Caught it just inside the 10 at the 9, and his feet did the rest. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
What you doing, babe?
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense.
Wow.
And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Panthers on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be third and forever.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And that'll set them back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long.
Here we go now. Boom.
He'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. A big third down play there for the Panthers. 57 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on third and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been
in trouble, and he's taken down. Timmy Jernigan coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Set. Green, 39.
Back to throw.
Green, 39.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
All day, baby, all day.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 10-yard line, here's second and goal.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green.
They'll set up to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Back to throw here. That's Brown. Touchdown, Carolina. Marlon Brown, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Come on, let's go!
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. Now they nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
Let's go!
On play action, it's Dobbs. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Oh. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there.
Oh, yeah,
to their score.
This is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Here we go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Now let's go!
And they'll run it here. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
You know what? You're silly. This guy's down there.
And they'll go on the ground. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up this weekend in the NFL. In our game, the starters are long gone, but still some intrigue to see guys trying to make a late roster push as we get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Here we go. White 90.
Dobbs now on 2nd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, 24. Damn.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
You know you're on the air, right?
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And avoids the contact by sliding. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Oh, my. Wow.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
I'm singing that, baby. Oh, you're righteous. Oh.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Elliott now to add the extra point.
Well, at least I'm
Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 21.
Long balls.
So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
Damn,
and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kicks away.
This one Chinese buffet.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That's
why is he in there? I can't even get this guy out. Oh.
throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go now.
He'll drop to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Jones.
Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is
Jonesy.
When you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. It makes it a little bit tougher for him.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
Here we go. What?
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
You sleepy, babe?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Hey, here we go. Brad 38. Brad 38. Cut.
On second down, Dobbs. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Catch that, dog.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
But what's she doing? Just standing there watching. Sitting there watching.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Let's go. White 90.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
That's a bad throw.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
That's right,
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A gain of 6 there on first. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
No. Check. Patriots.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Not this time, fella. Good job, Porterhill.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Hurry up. Here we go. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Ooh, the juke. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, They almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The Panthers on third down. They've been flat getting it done, 8 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw.
God damn it.
Right, and that's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big third down play there for the Panthers. 42 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance.
What happened that time? Collins, what are you doing, man? Come on, dog.
That'll drive a team towards a victory.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
And on the ground they go with a running back.
Oh, goddamn, this guy here is this guy's a
And
problem.
they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all
This
said
guy's
and
a
done.
problem.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Really good,
can't stop
skillful,
this
tough
guy.
running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Man, they better not cut that guy, because we were going to be watching. Good gracious. This guy is slippery. Oh, he made you look silly. Hey, man, you're making us look silly all game. Let's go back to our...
Here we go now. Green 39.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Watch it now, Barney.
And they'll run it here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. That's Brown. Touchdown, Carolina. Marlon Brown ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Gano for the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And we'll have the win.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Here we go. White 90. White 90. Hey.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Guys, just don't get anybody hurt. Just don't get anybody hurt.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Let's go. Grand 38.
Out of the gun, Dobbs.
Oh,
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
What's that guy even
And you
doing
can
in the
hear it
game?
all the way up.
What's that guy even doing in the game? Oh, really? Oh, where is his... I mean, guys, come on, man. I mean, this is not even close. It's not even close. Dobbs,
Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
wow.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now let's go. 3 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
319.
They'll look to throw. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Leave your defense out here.
4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports.
It's okay, Coach. Guy, you got 4 stringers out there.
And
Coach.
welcome
It's
back.
okay.
We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Wow, they got Luke Kuechly still out here playing against 4 stringers. Wow.
Here we go.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Thrown over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Dude, what?
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days.
Dobbs, what is wrong with you? That guy's, I mean, you're not even close.
Meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football.
You're not even
now you end up with a lot
close.
of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Dobbs. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid
go
the
over that
tackle.
way, no problem.
And they get 10 yards there and convert on
Problem,
third.
Keep him out
Dobbs
there.
now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Forced out to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Wow.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Red 38.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Down, baby.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Come on, let's go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
4th and 1. I don't think Wild Horses could have dragged that quarterback off the field. He was motioning to go for it from the start. And sure enough, it's the ground game that gets him the 1st down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Kick back in the game, boy. God,
Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Stevenson. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Come on, let's go!
And they'll run it here. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Come on, let's go!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Panthers would get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Single receiver. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half.
Let's challenge that. Because field goal.
And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
Okay, all right. They're going to give it to him. He's a pain in the rear end, boy.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Come on, let's go. What? 9.
To throw is Dobbs. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Back to throw Dobbs. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. And he could have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Dobbs is throwing. And then over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. That's going to set him back 5 yards. A full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
They got their starters out here.
Here we go.
He out
38.
Now Dobbs. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Dobbs. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
here, man. Wow.
Let's go. What?
Throwing here, Dobbs. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. In for the score. And the Eagles are back within a score. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening, but they found the opening and exploited it.
I think he threw a duck, but it worked. Josh Dobbs. Look at Luke Kuechly, boy. We saw him. Look, he's impeding that guy all the way down the field. Because that ain't pass interference. Look at that. That ain't pass interference.
Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Hey, that time. Defense.
A 10-play drive that time. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Elliott now to kick this one away.
Linebacker out there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Back to throw here. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
It's not showing what we're going to do.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
3 down. Come on, let's go. Grand 38.
They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stevens. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
In a 2-minute drill, we often talk about taking care of the football, but sometimes it's just a matter of who wants it more. How about him going up top on a 50-50 ball and taking it away for a big play?
Black.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here we go. What? 9.
Back to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
We got 4. Let's go. What?
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late 4th quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
Good job, Cord.
So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Onto the field, here come the Panthers. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landed.
They'll look to throw here. He gets it to Brown, complete. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Good job, man.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.